You know we be with it, we off in the hood like some wizards. Nobody ever gave us anything. Missed something from nothing, just like magicians. Gotta relearn everything. Just to remember that I was forgetting. Just to remember that we had a vision. Did it all, don't know how I did it. Time to go star season to go and you know those crystal truths. Let them know we in here, yeah, we in the building. Star season to go and you know those crystal truths. Back up in the matrix, yeah, we know the vision. Star season to go and you know those crystal truths. Let them know we in here, yeah, we in the building. Star season to go and you know those crystal truths. Back up in the matrix, yeah, we know the vision. Off on the mission, you know how it goes. Off in the system, they turn up their nose. They took all the soil, but they didn't know. Through the concrete, you see the ropes. Eyes ain't open, don't mean I ain't woke. Ain't got no cash, don't mean that I'm broke.
Welcome in. I attune myself to the creative impulses that dwell in me and seek to express in, through, and as me. And I allow Ra in to fill me up with information, wisdom, and understanding. To take it in and then give it out. Happy holiday. Whatever holiday you are labeling it, happiness to you. Growth and expansion through today. Bringing all wisdom in, through, and as you. However you celebrate. Even if you don't celebrate. Even if you just have today off. Because today's a good day. That's your now moment. Glory in it. Revel in it. Dance for joy in it. Sit and meditate in it. Be the unconditional, unique, and authentic you in this moment. Grow and expand with us. Tap into the unknown to make it known. The unsaid to allow you to say it. Welcome in. Hi, Marcus. Are you ready?
Grand day. I am certainly ready. And everybody that's tuned in, welcome. Happy holiday to you. In whatever way that you authentically celebrate and enjoy this time. And I also want to say, stick around and stay in this space, as at some point we will be doing a live giveaway. And this live giveaway, I will be giving the opportunity to be able to receive this beautiful, beautiful Organite donut. That is a necklace that you can wear. And if you don't know what Organite is a energy device. And it is able to contain and also amplify specific energies through the crystals and different compounds in it. And this one has green energy, which is going to be for the heart chakra. And it also has some red on the other side, which is helpful for your root chakra. So grounding and heart opening. Along with that, I will also be giving you guys the opportunity to be able to receive this wonderful tower of Bumblebee Jasper. It's not common to find this type of shape of this stone, but these will be given away tonight for anybody that stays in the space in that moment, and I will let you guys know exactly how you may receive them. So welcome and happy holiday again. Back to you, Sandee.
So, everyone, we are going to get started. Are you ready? Are you ready? I say that again. Are you ready? Right? Here we go. The questioner says, I'm so excited about this one. You're going to find out from the first part of this question why I'm excited about it. All right? The questioner says, am I correct? Take the comma. Then take another comma. In assuming that discipline of the personality, knowledge of self, and control and strengthening of the will could be what any fifth density entity would see as those things of importance. I'm going to read that question again. Then am I assuming that the discipline of personality, take the comma, the knowledge of self, take the comma, and control in strengthening the will would be what any fifth density entity would see as those things of importance? Take the question mark. I am Ra. In actuality, these things are important in third through early seventh density. The only correction in nuance that we would make is your use of the word control, and they have that in parentheses. It is paramount that it be understood that it is not desirable or helpful to the growth of the understanding, may we say, of an entity by itself to control thought processes or impulses, except where they may result in action not constant with the law of one. Control may seem to be a shortcut to discipline, to peace, and to illumination. However, this very control potentiates and necessitates the further incarnative experiences in order to balance this control or repression of that self, which is perfect. So basically, Ra is saying it's not about control. It's about flow. Do you want to flow in it, or do you not? You get to have a choice to choose where you're going to flow at. You get to choose whether you're going to struggle upstream or if you're going to turn around and flow downstream and just go with the flow, go with the current. Ra goes on to say, instead, we appreciate and recommend the use of your second verb in regard to the use of the will, acceptance of self, forgiveness of self, the direction of the free will. This is the path towards disciplined personality. We're pointed out at trying to make other other people perfect, and therefore we think if other people are perfect and we have control of how the outside world is happening, then our lives will be okay. Then we've got it figured out. Then we'll flow. Ra says, go inward. Don't try to control yourself. Try to flow within yourself. Flow within the questions that you're asking about your highest and greatest, what's for your highest and greatest good. Stop spending a lot of time resisting everything. Stop thinking you have to go fight something in order to make things happen for you. Go inward. Stop resisting it. Resistance is a type of control. That which you resist will persist. Ra also goes on to say, your faculty of will is that which is powerful within you as a co-creator. You cannot ascribe to this faculty too much. Hold on. New pages. They're sticking. This faculty too much importance. You can't give it, a lot of importance. There again, you just got to flow. Sometimes you got to flow. Sometimes you have to not resist. Just got to go with the flow. Doesn't mean you let people beat you down or talk you down or anything, but you go within that flow. Sometimes you go within while people are talking negative jargon with you, and you go within and you say, well, who do I want to be? As this person is talking this mumbo jumbo, what does it mean to me? How am I going to handle it? After they finish, what type of energy am I going to give it? Am I going to resist them and fight them, or am I just going to let it flow and let it go and go, okay, so be it? It doesn't mean that just because you don't respond that you're agreeing with them. It means that you're not controlling the situation by combating them. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You got to go with your own flow. Everyone's flow is not the same. That's all Ra is saying. All Ra is saying is control isn't the way to self-discipline. Control isn't the way to have knowledge of yourself or control the strengthening of who you are. This is not about control. Ra goes on to say, thus it must be carefully used and directed in service to others for those upon the positive oriented path. This is great danger in the use of the will as the personality becomes stronger, for it may be used even subconsciously in ways to reducing the polarity of the entity. So if you're constantly controlling, if you're constantly using that energy of control, it can be misconstrued. Your ego can take it and use it inadvertently as a negative energy instead of a positive energy. Back to you, Marcus. Wow.
I love where it's kicking off for this episode, because it's like one of the biggest tightropes that we walk in this human life is being able to let go of control and, letting go of the need to know everything in the moment and needing to have everything figured out, as well as constantly trying to change others and make people be what you want them to be. And, you notice in life, in those moments where, you're starting to kind of get a little too controlling with things, a lot of resistance starts manifesting in your life. And through that resistance and through that controlling, we can then start causing a lot of tension on our own self. And this tension can actually be a pathway directly to disease within our being. So, also too, when you go into our energetic field, our electromagnetic field, and how it's meant to circulate and move fluidly through us. Well, a part of allowing your field and your energy to be able to be fluid and circulate, it actually has to do with letting go of control. Because when we're controlling, again, it starts to tense up our energy instead of allowing ourselves to be free and flowing, not attached. So it's such a tricky paradox in this realm, because you would think like, oh, like if I start controlling everything, then I'll have power over it, or I'll have what's the word? Then I'll have everything in my control, and like I'll be able to make my life great, and like it'll be all in my hands. But it's interesting how when we let go, it's no longer in our hands, because there's so much more to the universe than just our human self. And the more that we're able to just let go more and more and surrender to trust and faith of the divine, then we start getting helped a lot, and we start receiving guidance more. We start receiving more abundance, and we're able to also take that weight off of ourselves. When we control, we are oftentimes adding more weight onto our own self by wanting to control. And really, we don't have to take on that weight that we're trying to control, because we have guides. We have a whole entire universe. There's a creator. There's other human beings, billions of human beings on this planet. And I know for me personally, I've become a lot healthier in my own life the more that I've been able to surrender and let go of control. Especially when each of us as souls has our own unique path. We have our own unique karma. We have our own unique dharma on this planet. And the more that we're able to allow acceptance and to allow trust, trust in other reflections of ourselves, that they're also capable, that they're also going through temporary moments as a soul, then it's okay to just focus on you. Focus on those around you that are fully open to you. And yeah, it's tricky, especially if you go into, the aspect of being a parent. I feel like that's one of the biggest experiences of tests that you can have with control, is when you're a parent. Because I don't know yet, but I can see, I observe, and I can hear from others that, you love your child so much that sometimes you just unconsciously control them. And there's so many different manifestations and conflicts that can happen and occur through controlling of our children or even people in our life. And it can create a lot of backlash, a lot of conflict, and rebellion as well. So we just got to think like the dynamics of what's going on energetically when we do this. It's no coincidence that backlash happens. It's no coincidence that anger happens. It's no coincidence that they run away or that they want to rebel. There's a reason behind it. And when we sit back and kind of come across this kind of information, and probably what's going to be further explained too, we can start to really come to an understanding that, we're here to kind of be like a harmonic guide of life with energy. We're not controlling the energy. We're a guide in this plane for energy to move. And it's just like with fire. When you learn about mastering fire, you don't control the fire. You're just here to help give the fire a container. You're here to give it space to be able to flow. So, yeah, back to you.
Whew, I love that. Giving fire a container. Here's a perfect example. I'll use myself. When I get ready to prepare my meditational bath, when I run the water, as soon as the water flows from the faucet, I give thanks to it taking form. It's consciousness taking form. It's consciousness, a consciousness becoming the form of water for me. It flows. It doesn't have to fight a force. It just flows. It doesn't have to fight a force. When I flip that switch for the bathtub to fill up, it becomes the form of my bathtub. There's nothing it has to fight. It's not fighting what it's becoming. When I step into it, it's not fighting that it's going to become the shape of me when I sit in it. It's not fighting the change. It's amazing. If I've always looked at water holds memory, but water does so much more because it takes form, it takes shape, and it does exactly what you want it to do, and it doesn't resist any of its request. Water becomes rain from cumulus clouds. It doesn't force, it doesn't fight it. When the cloud fills up enough, and then it says, the cloud, the consciousness that is the cloud that's holding this form that's going to release, they don't fight each other. They just say, let go. No control. It just happens. It's glorious. We'll learn it one day. We weren't meant to be perfect. And we know the intricacies of the consciousness that we are recalling that. But we don't have to be perfect in it. And if you are struggling and resisting and fighting, it's okay. You'll learn it a new way. We're not saying that you're not perfect. We're not saying that you ain't got it. All Ra is saying is that you're going to get it. Why? Because it's already in you. And when it's ready for you, when you're ready to not resist anymore, when you're ready to release the control, then change, the energy of change will happen. That's all Ra is saying. And Ra is saying that you don't have to wait to be a fifth density being. If you're in the consciousness of fifth density, if you've shifted into that consciousness, you can see 3D through the consciousness of 5D. And you'll see it a different way. It'll feel different to you. It'll be the consciousnesses that move through you, that become the things that you want and the things that you desire. You'll see them differently. You won't see them as a force of nature. You won't see them as something that you have to fight to. You won't see it as I've got to grind to get. Sometimes it just happens. And you just have to receive. Because it just flows. And all you have to do is be in the flow. So the questioner says, thank you. Just a little point that was bothering me. Take the comma and the pause. And then he says, of no real importance. There is, or is there then, from the point of view of an individual who wishes to follow the service to others path. Remember, there's two services that our higher being comes to channel, to express. One is the service to self, the positive, which is service to self, knowing that all needs and all desires are met through service to self, which lead back to the law of one or the law of love. The other is the negative polarity, which is a choice, which is service to self only, at the cost of everything. You don't care who you gotta plow through to get what you gotta get. You're gonna get it. If you have to fight for it, you're gonna fight for it. You don't care who you have to fight. You don't care what you have to do. You're gonna do it. Whether it feels good, bad, or indifferent, you're gonna do it. But guess what? These are two choices that our higher beings and us get to make. But know this, by the time you reach sixth density, in order to merge back with the divine, which is the law of one and the law of love, you will not have to, but you should already be in service to others, that vibration. Because that's the divine. That's the merging. So then it says, the questioner says, is there then, from the point of view of the individual who wishes to follow the service to other path, anything of importance other than disciplines of personality, knowledge of self, and strengthening of will? Is there anything else other than this? I am Ra. This is technique. This is not the heart. Let us examine the heart of evolution. Let us remember that we are all one, that this is the great learning / teaching. In this unity lies love. This is a great teaching. In this unity lies light. This is the fundamental teaching of all planes of existence in materialism. Unity, take the comma, love, take the comma, light, take the comma, and joy. This is the heart of evolution of the spirit. The second ranking lessons are learn taught, different from learn teaching, in meditation and in service. At some point, the mind/body/spirit complex is so smoothly activated and balanced by these central thoughts or distortions that the technique you have learned become quite significant. However, the universe, its mysteries unbroken, is one. Always begin and end in the Creator, not in technique. The questioner then says, in the previous session, you mentioned the light bringers from the octaves. Am I to understand that those who provide the light from the for the graduation are of an octave above the one we experience? Could you tell me more about these light bringers, who they are, etc.? Ra says, I am Ra. There will be this will be the last full inquiry of this working. They're finishing up session 54. This octave density of which we have spoken in both Omega and Alpha, the spiritual mass of the infinite universes becoming one central sun or creator once again. Then is born a new universe, a new infinity, a new logos, which incorporates all of the creator, I'm excited when I start to read this. A new logos, which incorporates all that the creator has experienced of itself. In this new octave, there are also those who wander. Not wonder, but wander. We know very little across the boundary of octave, except that these beings come to aid our octave in its logos, capital LOGOS, completions. Is there any belief, query, which you have at this time? The questioner says, only, is there anything we can do to make the instrument more comfortable or to improve the contact? I am Ra. This instrument has some distortions in the area of the lungs, which have been well compensated for by the position of the physical complex. All is well. We leave you, my friends, in love and in light of the one infinite creator. Go forth, therefore, rejoicing in the power and in the peace of the one infinite creator. Adonai. Back to you, Marcus.
Mm-mm. 33 minutes on the live. Wow. You know, this is such a good one to talk about, you know, because control it's an easy thing to do, especially mentally. And it's a very interesting art form in this human journey of how we're able to open up our channels and open up our gateways for light and energy to be able to come through us, the more that we're able to let go. And usama ushupiana kia tu upatasi ina shutuapa ikiata upayana kupa sha inemaya sutupa imia kupata iana kutu a si ini kiata umashikiana ya sutupa imana tukupa yana ini kina kupa umadanskiana kaya sa ushumataya napatu ku imana kiana tu ayata sutu upashkiana nakutuka imana kuta usamiana tata usupa inikina kutota. Some of us may be holding on, and this holding on is causing our own illness. It is causing our own resistance in our life. I invite us to re-examine where we could be holding on a little bit too tight or unconsciously controlling people, places, things, outcomes, expectations in our life. And with that, I also invite you to journal out where we may want to allow a little bit more letting go and surrender. Whether it's about a family member, a relationship, a big project or job or test. And remember that while we let go, we free our own mind, we free our own emotions, we free our physical vessel from what we are restricting ourselves to, so that we may be able to open ourselves back up and be present with what is, and be present with something more beneficial, more healthier, more natural and fluid for us to focus on. While what it is that we are holding on to, what it is that we may be controlling, is then able to be in its space, in its own authentic experience as needed, while we freed ourselves to now focus on the other things that are more beneficial and more aligned for us in our life. When we hold on and control, we can distract ourselves. We can distract ourselves from the truth, from the purity, from the wholeness of life, the interconnectedness that we all are with the divine creator of all that is. When we let go, you will feel within yourself more harmony. You'll feel that authentic feeling of being exactly where you need to be, knowing that everything outside of our control is in the divine's hands, and always will be, and it always was, even before you were born in this body. I mean, do you think that it requires our control as individuals in order to build this whole entire earth that we're on right now? Do we need to control the earth in order for it to be here, for us to be born into these bodies? Do we need to control the rivers in the way that they're streaming? Do we need to control the stars in the way that they're moving through the sky? The sun? Do we need to be like, hey, Ra, I need you to come up over the hill at 6 a.m.? No. So with that being said, we're all nature, including your partner, including your kids, including everything else in your life. It's all one with the nature of life. It already has a blueprint. It already has a role. It already has a purpose. And yes, from our own human perspective, someone or something can seem a little bit out of whack or bad. But for all we know, that out of whackness or that bad that they are moving through in this moment is an experience that they need for them to move forward and to be able to have more keys and wisdom to become an even better version of what they're going to be and become. For example, with me, going to prison and really seeing for myself what life had. I wasn't being controlled by my parents. I wasn't being controlled to always stay home and stay out of the streets. No, I found out for myself what I needed to find out. And yeah, it could have been what seemed like a very terrible thing or a very dark and horrible time to go to prison. But that experience was one of the greatest experiences that catapulted me into being who I am today and as wise as I am today when it comes to my path and being able to be a light of service for each and every one of you. So I try to remember that, my own journey and how I'm able to overcome, how I'm able to move through and alchemize, even if a moment seems like it's going to never end or that there may be no light at the end of the tunnel. And lastly, I'm also going to say too that when we're able to let go of something that we're priming our focus on and directing all of ourselves to, and that what we are doing is also creating a cord, and we can also drain our energy to that resource as well through that control. And it can manifest very toxic-like dynamics into our life, such as narcissism or codependency through control. And that's a topic for a whole nother day, because there's a lot of blaming and shaming out there when it comes to narcissism. But when we really understand the wholeness of life and how energetics work, there can't be a narcissist without a codependent. There's two responsible beings in order for this to take place. But again, that is something for a whole nother day. So yeah, I'm just going to leave off with the more that we open ourselves up and allow ourselves to surrender, the more we'll be able to free flow with the options and opportunities of life, instead of staying pent up on the one thing out of the infinity that we are in. Back to you.
So before I leave, because I do have to leave in just a bit, I have a paragraph from the Act of Consciousness. It says, energy responds to the act of consciousness. This means that energy literally aligns itself to your consciousness. Most people aren't conscious of their consciousness. They might be aware of their thoughts, but really Being aware of your consciousness is more of a feeling. And that's what energy responds to. Because real feeling, what I call sensory intelligence, the physical human sense and the sense of the I am, is passionate to it. Your I am, your higher consciousness is passionate to you being aware that you're aware. You being aware that as soon as you hear that water moving, as soon as you turn on the valve to turn on the water, you hear the vibration of the consciousness of the water. It took me a while to get there and to say thank you for being the consciousness of water so that I could feel it, so I could see it flow, so I could. So now I don't wait for the water to fill up in the tub. I sit in the tub and allow the water to flow around me and allow myself to become the water, to become the consciousness, not just the thought process of turning on the water, letting the water, flow into the tub, turning it off, and, the whole process. I actually become the process of the consciousness of taking a bath. It stops being an activity and it becomes conscious awareness. It becomes energy taking on form and becoming consciousness that I become aware of. Right? And then I'm going to share from the Divine Design. I highly recommend this book. Like Marcus was saying, that we don't have to have a plan for the sun to come up, or for Ra. That's the other title of the sun, for Ra to come up. It just knows to do it. Earth consciousness knows to circle around the sun, to move around the sun, and the sun knows to have a conscious dance with Earth's consciousness. And then when it's time for Earth's consciousness and the sun to stop playing, and the moon to take the moon consciousness to take its turn to play and dance, it knows how to do it. It doesn't need us to direct it. It was already given that intention and energy to do it. And here's an infinite possibility. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's just an infinite possibility. One of many scenarios. The consciousness that is known as Earth split from source at one movement and used intention and an energy to create her current experience and experiment. I'm going to read that again. That's the only sentence that the divine wants me to read. The consciousness that is known as Earth split from source at one moment and used intent and energy to create her current experience and experiment. You can use a different word. She created her expression of who she was going to be as the divine. Earth consciousness took on a body called Earth Plane, and that's who she expressed as the divine. And she did it with intent and with energy. She commanded energy. She didn't control the energy. She commanded it. She said, I want you to be this. And energy said, your wish is my command, and became her Earth body. You call it Earth, planet Earth, or you call it plane. She said, I want a body. And energy said, your wish is my command. Who are you saying you want to be? Now that you're awakened to the possibilities of who you could be, spiritually and I call it triune, body, mind, and spirit. Who do you want to be? What do you want to command the energy to be for you? It doesn't have to be like the Joneses next door. Who do you want to be? Because if you want to be like the Joneses next door, but you don't know what's going on behind their doors, then maybe you want to decide to be somebody else or do something else, or you need to do your due diligence to find out if you really want to be like the Joneses, because the Joneses could have all the appearances on the outside and maybe not have any furniture in their house. They might have a mansion, but they might not have any furniture in their home. It might be empty rooms. And that's all that Ra is saying. What do you got? Take out, get rid of the control. Put some intention there. What do you intend? What do you, we're talking about, what do we do when we do the New Year's resolutions? That's why they don't work. I was about to curse today, but I said I was going to try to do that. I was going to try to put my sailor mouth on pause, but that's why they don't work. Why don't you do intention plus energy and find out who you want to be? Sit down. Who do you want to be? I know I want to be. This is what I know I'm going to be because I've already made the intention. 2025, my body is healthy, is healthy and healed and ready to start, doing what I need to do on all my platforms, and teaching you how to merge. This is me. And teaching you how to merge modern medicine with holistic medicine and make you the creator of whatever you use it. If you don't have enough energy in you to hold space for your healing and your health, at least I can teach you how to talk to your medicine and tell your medicine how to help you. You can say, I take what resonates for my highest and greatest good in this medicine that I'm taking for my blood pressure, and everything else, I don't need it. What isn't for my health and greatest good, I allow that to merge back to the divine. Why? Because it comes from the divine anyway. You're the creator. So until such time you get to have the strength to know that your body can heal you without medicine, modern medicine, don't die before you learn how to be the creator. Listen to your body. That's what I want to teach you how to do. I'm just saying. Listen to your body. You got to be the creator. Is your body telling you that you got high blood pressure? And how much high blood pressure do you have? Do you have enough to so much that you're about to implode? Well, then taking turmeric and whatnot may not help you in its. Then go to your doctor. Don't die before you can learn how to take care of yourself. And especially listening to other people that will tell you, sue your doctor and get off all the You're not having a fight with the pharmaceutical companies. You're trying to strengthen your body and heal your body and get down to the nitty-gritty that your body can heal itself. So stop resisting. That's all Ross says. It's not about resisting. It's not about the fight. It's not about the control. It's about meeting your body where it's at. Finding the team that's going to give you health and wealth and well-being. And that might mean taking a pill, but you got to learn how to talk to those pills, because what are pills? They're consciousness. Their consciousness that became something that the doctor wanted to give their patients to help them become healthy. It had nothing to do with the pharmaceutical company that wanted to make money off of it. The doctor said, I want to create something that helps people get healthy. And consciousness said, okay, I'll be that pill. That's what consciousness said. I'll be the pill. So now what do you want the pill to do for you? Because now you've got it in your hand. I want to teach you how to be a magnificent manifester, a magnificent alchemizer. So that's my intent, and that's my purpose for 2025. That's my flow. But I got to live to do it. This body's got to heal. So that's where I'm at. Right? I mean, I could do it as I guess I could do it as a spiritual guy, but I ain't ready to lead this world yet. I'm just saying. Right? That's me. Back to you, Marcus.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. And that being said, to close out, for those of you that are here, we're going to go ahead and do a very short giveaway. Thank you, Bloomsy. You got that right. You know yourself best. And if you don't know yourself best, the universe will make you know yourself best. So for all of you that are here, live in the comments, it is time for the giveaway to close out on this Christmas night. And I'm going to be giving away two things. We have a Organite donut necklace. You guys know what Organite is. It's very good for helping amplify your energetic field. It helps with amplifying your mood. It helps with your emotional state. Helps with your mental state as well. And it can also help regenerate your physical well-being. So this donut is very beneficial to wear throughout the day or any time for helping with those reasons. And there's different crystals and there's copper all over it. And this was actually made by a good brother of mine. He goes by Black Goo. And I haven't spoken with him in a while, but he makes wonderful Organite, all sorts. And then we have also a wonderful tower of Bumblebee Jasper. Very good for your lower chakras, specifically the sacral. Very good for creative inspiration, as well as emotional healing and stability. So with that being said, if you would like to be a part of the giveaway, go ahead and put in the comments a red and a green heart. If you'd like to be part of the giveaway for these two items, go ahead and put a red and green heart in the comments wherever you are live. And then after that, I will put your guys' names in an online duck race. And we are going to watch some rubber ducks race each other for the winner. Okay. We got 2 so far. Again, if you're in the comments, you'd like to be a part of the giveaway, Just go ahead and put a red and green heart. That's all you got to do. And then you'll be eligible. Do, 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 do. Natalie in the comments, would you like to be a part of the giveaway? If so, go ahead and put a red and green heart. Same for you, Bloomsy, as well on the YouTube side, if that is you. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, so we're gonna go with Magical Auntie Patrice, Starlight. Oh, we got Bloomsy. And we also have Sandee. Sandee's gonna be in the race as well.
I'll be in that race. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna have a duck race.
All
Quack,
right,
quack.
so we got Starlight. We have Patrice, Bloomsy, and we have Sandee. Last call. The last call before the ducks are ready for takeoff. And we're going to watch it all together on the share screen. Buckle up. Get ready for the race. Because we are about to take off, ladies and gentlemen. So there will be 2 races, 1 for each item. First race will be 33 seconds for maybe a specific reason. Alrighty. And we are going to be off in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. What happened? What was that? Oh, what's going on? All right. Try again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. We're off. Slowly but surely, we have a winner. Patrice, congratulations. You are the first winner. All right, Patrice. So you have the choice as the first winner. Would you like the Organite donut necklace? Or would you like the Bumblebee Jasper Tower? Feel free to put in the comments which gift you would like. You have the Organite donut necklace or the Bumblebee Jasper Tower. Boom, 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 boom. The anticipation. The Organite. The Organize. Congratulations on the Organite.
Yeah.
And Merry Christmas to you. Happy holiday.
I love how it corrects you, because when she typed it, she probably did type Organite, and then it spell check corrected it.
Yep. So yeah, I'll be shipping this out to you. Just add me on Instagram, SacredLight33. I'm in the comments. You can see my profile there. Just go ahead and add me and message me your address in a personal setting, direct message, and I will get this shipped out to you. So just so you can look at it, you got some hearts in there. There's some beads, copper, and then you have on this side some red beads as well. And then there's little tiny flakes of crystals within it. So enjoy and have fun with this energy device, as it is very, very heart opening, especially when you wear it right here on the heart. It's going to help you be able to open up that chakra, keep that vortex circulating, and purify and cleanse for you, so you don't have to focus mentally and emotionally on that all day. That's one of the great things about these tools that we have on this planet, is that these tools allow us to not have to focus our mental energy and emotional energy all day on like protecting ourselves or clearing our energy, because we only get so much a day. We have this thing called vital energy and mental energy, and with these vessels we can get burnt out very easily. So congratulations again, and we will go ahead and do our last race, and then we'll be calling it a night. So for anybody that's here, okay, I don't think we have anybody new. I'll go ahead and just re-race us with the same names. And whoever wins this race will be receiving the Bumblebee Jasper Tower. Alrighty. Go ahead and pull the ducks onto the screen. The ducks are all ready to go. And we do giveaways. It's been quite a while. I think about a year at least now. Keep following me, guys, as there are more giveaways to come. But for our final race for the Bumblebee Jasper, we begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Uh-oh. Sandee's pulling out front. But wait a minute. Is Patrice going for the win? Uh-oh. Okay. It looks like we're going to have to do another race again. Sorry, Patrice, but we want to spread the wealth tonight. And we want to let somebody else win the second prize. But congratulations again. All right. One more time. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Patrice. Oh, man. All right. We're just going to take Patrice out of the race. Um, in your training process. But, wow. Your duck is next level. So we're gonna have to go ahead and eliminate you from the race since you're continuing to. Let's see. Where do we restart? Okay, let's see. Great. With that being said, now that we have another person here, Natalie and Alexandra, if you would like to be a part of this giveaway for this Bumblebee Jasper Tower, go ahead and put a red and green heart in the comments, and I will add you to the race. Go ahead and put red and green hearts if you would like to be added to the giveaway. Alrighty. Pearl, Bloomsy, whoever else is on the YouTube side, put a red and green heart if you would like to be added to the giveaway.
I think B Pearl said she wanted to be. She put a red and green, and then Natalie did a red and green as well.
Okay, we got game. Yep. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Final giveaway of the night before we close out on Bumblebee Jasper Tower. Wow, Bloomsy's looking fancy. You got the blue hat on and everything. Look at y'all with your outfits. All right, and 1. Uh-oh. It's getting pretty tight. What a way to close out a tight race. Bloomsy. Congratulations, Bloomsy. Looking all fancy with the blue. You are our final winner of the giveaway. Thank you, all of you that participated tonight in this giveaway. And thank you to all of you that were just here to be in this space and share energy and be a part of this wonderful Christmas with us together. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sandee, as well, for coming on and sharing a little bit of raw and your authenticity with us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for being part of this Christmas or holiday episode, however you want to say it. And we'll be back next Wednesday. Hopefully, I know next Wednesday will be New Year's Eve. I will have to talk with my co-host to see if we're doing a New Year's Eve episode. We'll have to see. So thank you so much for joining us. Rod just wants you to have an experience of your experiencing your inner self within, bringing it outward, and being the best creator you can be in this experience, in this now moment. Mm-hmm. So everyone have a beautiful rest of the evening, and I'm about to go eat me some food. I can smell it. It's ready. And open some gifts. So everyone be blessed.
Mm-hmm. So Bloomsy, since you're on the YouTube side, I put my email in the comments. You should be able to see my email, marcustut23@gmail.com. Just go ahead and email me your address, and I will get this wonderful Bumblebee Jasper Tower shipped out to you. So before I close this out, I'm going to make sure you acknowledge that so you can get your prize. Congratulations to our winners on this beautiful Christmas. And next Wednesday, I will actually be hosting a holistic retreat for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I will not be available as I will be hosting a retreat for some folks.
All right. So that just means the next Wednesday after that, be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Ra will come in with I feel a little bit of thunder, so and a little bit of thunder and a lot of vibration. So everyone have a great one. Thank you for joining us. And I do have to skedaddle, so I'm going to scoot. So everyone be blessed. I'm gonna leave the studio now. I will talk to you soon, Marcus. We do have to talk about the schedule for January, and I hope we can work something out. All right.
I'm sure we will. We always do.
All righty. One love. I love you.
One love and Merry Christmas.
All righty. Everyone take care. Bye.
Wholeness and balanced love, everybody. Have a blessed night.